Hey, 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 everyone! It is Wendy Richmond, depending on how you find me. And I am the CEO of Results Matter Dental Marketing. And today I wanted to talk about something when it comes to, this podcast is really, it's about things that are going on in my business, things that are going on in my life, or even how I'm applying what's going on in my life to my business and all kinds of things like that. And I wanted to talk today about an accomplishment that I had that I started to like, besides, patting myself it because I never really dreamed that I could do this. And then how can I take what I do that's successful in one area of my life and apply it to my business? And so I wanted to talk about I'm a rower, and I bought a rower for my home. Oh gosh, probably 2 years ago. I think it's maybe not even 2 years ago. And I found that I actually loved it. It was one of those low impact. I can get my heart rate up, I can build strength, I can do all kinds of cool things with it. And I just like, again, about, in one of the other episodes, we talked about, atomic habits and making it a habit. And I've gotten to the point where it is a habit and I want to do it. I like doing it and I feel like I must do it or I won't feel the same when it comes to my health. And so, and I know the days that I don't do it, I don't feel the same. It's kind of one of those things when you start doing something every single day. And this is a good thing that I've, adopted for my life. But I wanted to show you, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see if I can get it close to the camera. Okay, there we go. So it says 1.5 million meters road. I'm in the 1.5 million meters. And now I haven't done the math on that. Let me see if I can Google that, So 1.5 million meters to miles. Let's do 2 miles. 18 months. Woo! Where could I have gone? By doing 902 miles. I like the 1.5 million meters, but it just put me in a whole kind of different category as far as the folks that row. I use an Aviron rower, in case anybody wants to know, and I really enjoy it. And you know, it's 18 months. So when I look at that and I'm like going, okay, now before we talked about habits, right? And now this is, I think, a good one to talk about as far as like consistency. And so one is to have a habit, and then the other one, I found, and again, I'm just talking from my experience, is that I just need to be consistent with like everything that I'm doing. And if I can be consistent with the good stuff and consistent with not doing the bad stuff, my life changes. Okay. And my business changes. So it took me 18 months to row 1.5 million meters, 932 miles. And for one, I never dreamed that I could do that. Like if you had asked me when I started, you're going to be in the 1.5 million meter club, I'd be like, yeah, right. Don't think so. But I just like, okay, I just do it every day. And now my goal is to go 4,000 meters every day. So I'm on it, and I'm only on it for like 20 to 25 minutes a day. So I'm not even on like some crazy amount of time. And so, like I said at the very beginning of this today, is like, well, how can I take this success and apply it to other things in my life and my business? And I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, there are things that I know I need to do that I'm not doing, for example, and I need to just start. Because if 18 months from now, if I just start today, where could I be in 18 months? And I actually have applied this to my business. Just it's been probably, I'm a self-taught marketer. I'm a self-taught in the sense that instead of going to college for it, I did go to university, but not for this, for marketing, business or any of that kind of thing. But I just started uh, getting courses online, then buying courses, and then following gurus and all that kind of stuff. And then, I'll talk about my story as far as what I did to get where I am right now. But even so, I every day I'm like I'm a lifelong learner, and I try to learn something new. And not before it was I wanted to learn something new, and then it was like I want today now it's like learn something new and apply it. That's the biggest difference. The big change of where I am now versus where I was before is that I would like to learn stuff, or I would just absorb information and thinking that if I just uh, heard it enough that it would sink in. And, to a point, yes. However, if you actually apply it, it sticks, really sticks. And so I've been doing that, and that's how I've been able to get where I am and have my own agency. And I've had my own agency for years now. I have clients that stay with me for years, and I just, there's been trials and tribulations, of course, with the business. However, I've been able to sustain over several years an actual business that makes me money, that affords me a lifestyle that I never thought I could have. And I attribute it to consistency, and every day I just work, and I do the work now, and I love to work. And you can see on this recording, there's not much here. I don't want much here. I've got some things around that like maybe inspire me as far as like, words and pictures or whatever that, keep me motivated. Or if I need a reminder, I'll look over at it or something like that. But for the most part, it's me. I do have a window because I do like seeing the light come in and all that type of thing. But other than that, that's it. And I just sit and I work as much as I can every single day. And I've been doing that consistently for years. And I have built up a skill set because of it. And the thing, though, that again, when I'm looking at, well, with the rower and how I got to 1.5 million meters, is that I just sat and did that one thing. And that's the I think the next level for me is to, instead of like, and I'm going to do a podcast on all the different jobs or the types of businesses that I've tried to start. And I mean, that's a whole nother podcast on that. But what I want to take from this learning is to take one thing, like what's one thing I really need to get better at? And then just sit and do that consistently every single day. Even if I start like the atomic habit way and just do it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20. I know that 30 minutes is a good time for me, that if I just focus for 30 minutes on really anything, that's what I've done with my drums, for example, I do 30 minutes a day, as many days as I can. And I've been able to learn the drums, again, get better than I ever thought I could, just because I'm consistently doing it. And I just focus on that one thing versus like letting my whole mind, all the things that I need to do. Oh my gosh, and get overwhelmed. Don't do anything, or work a little bit on a lot of things. I'm like, no, how about we consolidate, and what are the things that I need, or the big thing right now, the biggest constraint in my business, what is it? And what do I need? What skill set do I need? And if I can't learn it for some reason, then can I hire it? Can I barter it? Whatever I can do to get that into my business. So I just wanted to, talk about uh, amazing what you can achieve, amazing what I achieved in that, just by focusing on one thing and doing it consistently, persistently over an extended period of time. Okay, and think about where you could be. I mean, I think about where I could be in 18 months from now. I think where I was 18 months ago, I'm a different person right now. I've got so many different skills that I didn't have 18 months ago, and that I could even be sitting here talking with you and doing it on a daily basis and just sharing with you, not talking, but because I'm in a different place in my life, in my business, and all those things. So, if I wanted to kind of leave you with anything, is that take consistent action on like one thing. Don't overcomplicate, don't over stress. Just like, what's one thing that I could, in my life, in my business, whatever it is, right? Pick one thing and just do it, and say, okay, if you need a habit tracker, remember I talked about habit trackers, just write it down, check it off every time you do it. So this way it just helps to keep you consistent. And I have realized too that life is long. If you're blessed, life is long. And I'm 61 now, and life is still long. I still got several years, and that doesn't mean that I sit back and relax. No, it's like I just go, okay, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do this minute to actually move me forward to get the if I want other things in my life or my business, whatever it is that I want, I just know that I need to kind of take a step back and focus focus consistently and be persistent with it and document it. And next thing you know, 18 months will go by and you'll be like, OMG. And I can't wait to see you where I am in 18 months from now, doing the kinds of things that I'm doing every single day. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. What do you think? Is this something you've adopted in your own life or your business? And, or what's one thing you could? I'd love to hear from you. All righty. Take care. Make it a great day. Bye.